Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Give me something I can work with.
Will do, sir.
I really don't think that girls will want to play. I mean, the fear of that happening, of what happened to me happening to them, I feel like that will definitely stop some girls and women from participating in sports if this is continued to be allowed.
Female volleyball player suffers concussion by transformer and now wants the laws to change. SheQuality. Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. This is a clip from Fox News about a female volleyball player that suffered a concussion after being injured by a transformer. And now she wants the laws to change. She wants transformers to be banned from girl sports in general. And this is pure gold because we also want the laws to change. And we want the laws to change for plausible reasons that are similar to what we're going to highlight in this video. But we are not women. And we all know Western society only caters to women. Let's talk about it. Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do. Because we men, we. First, let's look at how the injury occurred. Damn, just look at it, man. Look how high this transformer jumps in the air. The transformer explodes and smashes the volleyball with a force unknown to the female, or at least unmanageable to the female, leaving her with a concussion. This goes deeper than you think. It's not just the power of the transformer. Janice.
Generally, male skulls are heavier, the bone is thicker and the areas of muscle attachment are more defined than in females. There are also key differences in the appearance of the forehead, eyes and jaw between men and women that are used to determine the sex of a skull.
Women are not supposed to compete with us, man. Why do people have to embrace this equality foolishness? It has been debunked many times that women cannot compete with men. Venus and Serena Williams got absolutely smoked by one guy in one afternoon. That dude was not even a top contender. He was in the top 100 if I'm not mistaken.
Well, actually it's funny because Andy Murray, he was been joking about myself and him playing a match, and I'm like, Andy, seriously, like, are you kidding me? Because for me, tennis and men's tennis and women's tennis are completely almost two separate sports. So I'm like, if I were to play Andy Murray, I would lose 6-0, 6-0 in 5 to 6 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, because no, it's true. It's true. It's a completely different sport. The men are a lot faster, and they serve harder, they hit harder. It's just a different game, and I love to play women's tennis, and I only want to play girls because I don't want to be embarrassed. I would not do the tour. I wouldn't do Billie Jean any justice. So Andy, stop it. Yeah. I'm not gonna let you kill me.
Yeah, this Billie Jean got these ladies paid for playing less sets and generating less revenue than men because of equality.
I don't want to be embarrassed. I would not do the tour. I wouldn't do Billie Jean any justice. So
Serena Williams just admit it. There's no equality. It's not even close between men and women. That's why women get hurt. Unfortunately, it takes pain to bring these fools to their senses.
Joining me now, the young woman you just saw, Peyton McNabb, a North Carolina high school athlete, and Riley Gaines, former swimmer at the University of Kentucky. Both are IWF spokeswomen. Peyton, why did you feel that it was important to speak out now?
Well, I figured if not now, then when. This is something that is definitely really important, and it needs to come to an end.
How long did you play volleyball before the incident in question? How many years have you been playing?
So I started in middle school, so I've been playing for 7 years before the incident.
And if biological boys or young men are allowed to play in girls volleyball or women's volleyball, how long do you think women like you or young women like you will choose to play, given the dangers at hand?
I really don't think that girls will want to play. I mean, the fear of that happening, of what happened to me happening to them, I feel like that will definitely stop some girls and women from participating in sports if this is continued to be allowed.
Of course, women will stop participating. This is a natural response because people have an innate sense of self-preservation and tend to avoid actions that cause physical or emotional pain. In addition, people are set up to seek rewards and positive outcomes. So if an action does not offer tangible benefits, they are unlikely to continue taking it. Marriage, anyone? Dating modern women, anyone? These instincts and behaviors help people conserve energy and resources, avoid harm, and pursue activities that are more likely to produce a positive outcome. This equality foolishness always goes out the window when shit hits the fan. These women always have to learn the hard way.
Well, Peyton, you said this can continue to happen, injuries, as you suffered a severe concussion. But let's take it a step further. Let's talk about other sports that involve, more, violent interactions, like girls lacrosse, girls basketball. Does that mean the WNBA should be open to male basketball players? I'd love to, have Megan Rapinoe, when she was playing on the field against, any, decent college athlete, male athlete, who happened to be a young man when he was playing college soccer, but decided, he was going to make a transition. I mean, none of this ends up working in practice. It just doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. It's let's think of someone like LeBron James playing on a WNBA team. I mean, that thought is comical, right?
Exactly. Everybody agrees with you. Most people will agree that's comical. But why is it not comical when this female police officer or security guard is running from the scene? She looked more worried about a weave or wig than her partner that was dealing with the perpetrator. It's not just physical strength. Women also think differently than men. They are also stimulated differently than men. They crack faster under stress and pressure. Putting women in positions where they are clearly disadvantaged is foolishness. Even Stevie Wonder can see that. But these feminists get triggered when you say something about it, and at the same time, they are the first ones to cry when they get a real dose of equality. If you accept Transformers as women, then they should be allowed to participate in everything a woman does.
That's a ball hitting you. Imagine if it's an elbow or, a shove or a lacrosse stick. What then? Peyton, you can close it out.
Yeah, that's really the whole fear of that. I know it would be really devastating for what happened to me to become the norm, and that's why I almost feel scared of how many times this is gonna have to happen before people see the issue with it.
Yeah, how many young girls and young women are going to have to suffer before all of America wakes up to this? Peyton and Riley, thank you both for speaking out tonight.
When women are suffering, now people have to wake up. There are a lot of men that are suffering from a system that's unfair. No one cares. Listen to this.
And the question of loneliness, I will answer very briefly. It's this. I think when it's bad for the girls, it's worse for the boys. So I do think that there is a gender factor on the level of isolation and loneliness. It's the young and it's the old. The elderly, but that we've already known, we figured that out during the pandemic. But the young, that level of rise in loneliness actually is very dear to me.
I agree with Esther Perel 100%. When it's bad for the girls, it's worse for the boys. Men have been divorced, raped, falsely accused, been victims of paternity fraud, and the list goes on and on. No one cares. And that's why we need this space to make sure our voices are heard, because men are considered expendable. And we totally disagree with that. Know your worth. Don't be a simp. Stay on your purpose and protect yourself at all times. Manosphere, we working. This video has officially been highlighted.